I've been thinking about our respective failures. Tom Riddle was once my student. Bright, charming, already showing signs of darkness. I saw it and did nothing meaningful to stop it. He became Voldemort. You trained Anakin Skywalker. He became Darth Vader. We both failed our students in similar ways.
I loved Anakin like a brother. Trained him, fought beside him, trusted him completely. Tom was just another student to you, wasn't he? You kept him at a distance. Maybe that was the problem. He never had anyone who truly cared about him. Just people who were afraid of him or wanted to use him.
I cared. But you're right that I kept distance. Tom showed me early on that he enjoyed hurting others. The incident with the children in the cave torturing animals. I saw a boy without empathy, and I thought showing him rules and structure would be enough. I didn't reach for his heart, because I wasn't sure he had one.
Anakin had too much heart. That was his problem. He felt everything too deeply. Loved too much. Feared too much. I taught him to control his emotions like a proper JD, but I never taught him what to do with them. Just suppress them. Push them down. That doesn't work. It just builds pressure until everything explodes.
Did Anakin show signs before he fell? Tom was cruel from the start. He killed his father and grandparents, made it look like someone else did it. Opened the Chamber of Secrets and got a girl killed. Each time I suspected but never acted. I kept giving him chances, thinking the good in him would surface. It never did.
Anakin showed signs. The Tusken Raider massacre after his mother died. He slaughtered an entire village, women and children. He told Padme and she stayed with him anyway. I didn't know about it then. But looking back, there were smaller things. His anger, his fear of loss, his need for validation. I saw them and said, control yourself. Instead of, let's talk about this.
The need for validation. That's interesting. Tom craved recognition too. He wanted to be special, to be remembered. When the wizarding world didn't worship him the way he thought he deserved, he decided to make them fear him instead. Fear is easier to maintain than love. Voldemort understood that even if Tom didn't.
Vader feeds on fear too. The Emperor taught him that. But here's the thing I keep coming back to. Palpatine offered Anakin something I couldn't. He promised him the power to save Padme from death. I would have just told him to let go, to accept loss as part of life. What kind of comfort is that to someone desperate to save the person they love?
So you think offering practical solutions instead of philosophy would have saved him? Perhaps. Though with Tom, no amount of power would have been enough. He split his soul 7 times trying to conquer death. Made himself less human with each piece he tore away. At some point, there was nothing left to save. Just a monster wearing a man's name.
Vader came back. Luke reached him at the end. Made him remember who he was. Anakin Skywalker died saving his son. That means the man was still in there somewhere under all that darkness and machinery. Maybe if I'd tried harder, said the right things, he never would have needed saving. He just needed understanding.
Harry saved your legacy with Luke then. Because Harry is what stopped Voldemort. Not me, I died before the final battle. But I'd been preparing Harry for years, teaching him, guiding him. Except I kept secrets, important ones. About prophecies and Horcruxes and what he'd need to sacrifice. I manipulated him the same way I failed to reach Tom.
I kept secrets too. Didn't tell Luke that Vader was his father. Let him believe Vader killed Anakin. That lie almost destroyed everything. When Luke found out, he could have turned against me completely. Instead, he proved me wrong. Showed me that believing in people, even fallen ones, isn't foolish. It's the only thing that actually works.
The difference is Luke had something Tom never had. A father who could be redeemed. Tom's father was a muggle who abandoned his mother. His mother died giving birth to him. He had no one. When you have no love in your childhood, you don't learn how to give it or receive it. You just learn to take, to control. To hurt before you can be hurt.
Anakin had love though. His mother loved him. Padme loved him. I cared about him, even if I didn't show it well. But the Jedi Order taught him attachment was forbidden. Loving someone meant weakness. So he loved in secret, and that secret festered. The fear of losing them consumed him.
The rules we create to protect people often hurt them instead. I made rules at Hogwarts. Voldemort broke every one and I couldn't stop him because I was too busy following my own rules. He understood something I didn't. That people who follow rules can be predicted. People who make their own rules can't be controlled. He used our order against us.
The Sith use similar tactics. They embrace chaos where we embrace order. Passion where we want peace. The Jedi thought we were balanced, but we weren't. We were rigid. The Sith were right that we'd become weak. Not because we valued life, but because we stopped understanding the people we were trying to protect. We became monks instead of guardians.
Do you think we created our own enemies then? By being too distant, too perfect, too unwilling to admit we didn't have all the answers. Tom might have turned out differently if I'd said, I don't know how to help you, but I want to try. Instead of, follow these rules and you'll be fine. Rules don't fix broken people.
We definitely pushed them toward darkness. Not on purpose, but by being unable to meet them where they were. Anakin needed someone to say, it's okay to be afraid, let's work through it. Instead, he got lectures about Jedi code. Tom needed someone to show him why kindness matters. He got warnings about rules. Neither of them had what they actually needed.
And now we're here. Dead, both of us. Looking back at our mistakes, Voldemort's gone. Vader's gone. The students who could have been heroes became monsters because we failed them. Yet Harry and Luke succeeded where we failed. They saved the world despite our failures, not because of our teaching. That's either hopeful or depressing depending on how you view it.
I choose hopeful, because it means the next generation can be better than us. They can learn from our mistakes, love more openly, trust more deeply, be honest about doubt and fear instead of pretending to have everything figured out. Luke showed me that believing in redemption isn't weakness.